I've been drinking water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. I've been seeing fathers in dark skies, bringing up the fire, not for kind. Following my heart, in line. Show you how I play no part. Ghosts in the night don't justify the love we lost, the love we hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn,
Hi there, Nick.
follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on.
Oh, we've had enough of that music, haven't we, Nick? I do like it, but how are you doing, Nick? Happy Friday. Welcome everybody to TeamODZ Live in the Friday Ebb on Friday. Brought to you by Friday. And the letter F. And the number, what date are we? 23. I do as well, Nick. If you want it, go to ncs.io and search for Break of Dawn. You'll find it. Free download, copyright free. Ah, that's cheating. See, you could have just asked.
Strobe.
Uh-oh. Rick's left me. Hey there, Owen. He's still there on his bike. On his Banana Butt Project 74.
There, that's better.
Is it? I'm getting like 0.5 of a frame a second right now off you. Oh, it's speeding up.
Man, problems with Discord lately.
Or maybe it's my deodorant, Nick. And here. Oh yes, it's Axe here. It's Link's over there, isn't it? Deodorant's on. Rick just vanished. I thought I'd been using the wrong deodorant. Well, I'd have a job to use the wrong deodorant because I haven't put any on yet. I know, right?
I feel like it's like something's up with my trainer. Like it's just taking a lot more watts to produce, or a lot more pushing to produce any watts.
I felt like that the other day. Oh, Monday, I think it was. And, of course, my power meter is my pedals. So It genuinely just felt like I was working a lot harder than what I should have been, but
Yeah, there was an issue with kicker V5s a little bit ago. I was hearing people talking about like there being like even up to like 20 watts off. And so I did a factory spin down, and it seemed to be better after that. I feel like I need to do it again. I don't know why I would need to. It hasn't moved at all. But and the temperature's the same.
hey there, Yamel. Yamel says he thought that was the V6.
Oh, there was some V6 issues going on too when they first came out, but yeah, recently it was like a V5 thing. They put out the first update in a while. It's just random that it would, or maybe it was they put out the update and then it had the problem. That's probably more likely.
I've heard a lot of people say that, Owen.
That's the thing. Like, how often do you have a day off where you're like, well, that felt like the perfect amount of time? Typically, it's always like, wow, I still didn't get everything finished. I'm not ready to go back to work. Thing is, it's like at the working age, it seems like that's when you have the most things to entertain you, between house stuff, family obligations, all these things, but yet you have to work too.
Yeah, well, I've got another achievement to add to that one, Owen. Finishing with the Destroyers of Cookies. Finishing in the top 10. I haven't looked to see where we were, but
I still need to mow my lawn. That's actually, it's getting pretty outrageous at this point. So I saved it until I went to Florida.
Nice work, Owen. That's what we like to see.
They were starting to get there when I left for Florida. Then I got back. It was outrageous, but then it was raining. Of course, I did go for a bike ride the day after I got back when I could have mowed the lawn. But then after that, it was just either the weather or being busy. So now it's going to be a job when I mow it. Best ever 30-minute power.
Yeah, impressive stuff. I'll publish it once we're done on the app today, Nick. So it'll be out here in the video on demand.
missed that one.
I know, right? Doing the same when I was in the Dominican when Brett streamed. I watched the video afterwards, and I'm still egging him on watching the historic video. It's just habit, isn't it? You know, thinking it's live. And I'm pretty pleased with my performance on that one as well. Being able to do 2-minute pulls again. It's been a while since I've been able to do that consistently throughout a race. Thank you for the ride on, Nick. That'd be awesome, Owen. Watched plenty of your CRL races. I know you've got it in you. Yeah. Yes, he does. A couple of times I just tried to fill that gap between the group and Graham just to get us on, but you were doing pretty well at that as well, Owen. Whether it was intentional or not, I don't know, but quite often I saw you there. Yeah, perfect. Oh, and that's is what we need. Andy did well as well to stay with, especially our speed. We were faster than we did that last time. Same thing when we, I can't remember what route it was TikTok or something like that, or waistband. A few weeks ago, we dropped Andy just coming back to the desert, and we dropped him about the same place when we raced that route the previous year, but we were a heck of a lot faster this year.
I am halfway through the 74 right now, a week later, so that's cool. Apparently I put on 525 kilometers in 1 week. That seems like a bit much, especially with an outdoor ride. Yeah, 522 kilometers in the last 7 days. Wow.
A grumpy northerner, Nick.
Hey, that's me.
Never come across one of those before.
You know what was amazing to me? I was standing in the Orlando airport. I was waiting for a Starbucks, and you know, everybody's just hanging out waiting. And I pick out this one guy looking at me, and he's had this look on his face that I was like, that guy's a northerner, isn't he? And I looked, and he had a Boston Bruins shirt on, and he had very pale skin, and I was like, he is a northerner. It's amazing how much he stood out compared to everybody else waiting in that line with his super pale skin. I'm hoping he just showed up and he's not heading back, 'cause, man, he stayed pale that entire trip. Who'd have thunk? Is that what I'm translating? Who'd have thunk?
Yep.
My stepdad used to say that all the time. Who'd have thunk? I wouldn't have thunk it. Gonna have to try harder than that, Owen. Can't stump this guy.
I'm surprised it didn't get auto-modded, Owen. I don't know what it would have called it, but I'm sure it would have come up with something. Oh, hey, I know you can. You could do it with one arm tied behind your back.
Oh, yeah. Are you getting a ride today?
Oh no, having a ride right now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Let me know what's going on later. She's getting older. It's getting sad. But yet I'm also happy. It's conflicting feelings. You're gonna want that jacket today. I told her she needed a jacket yesterday, and I was a little wrong. She was like, why'd you tell me it was gonna be cold? It wasn't cold. And I was like, it was 55 degrees, it was cold. And she's like, well, you know.
Oh, so I got an email. Sorry, can you finish your story?
Well, then it just led to a conversation of, wow, we've come a long way since Florida. Can you believe it was only a week ago? We're all of a sudden talking about, yeah, 55 wasn't too bad. Yes. Yes, I've been hearing about the bye-bye now.
So, yeah, I need to get that. I got an email yesterday from Splunk reminding me about Splunk.conf in September. No, I haven't registered, but it's in Boston this year.
Huh, nice. In September?
In September.
Huh, that's a nice time to be in Boston.
Yeah.
It's not super hot. Actually, I really enjoy Boston during the fall. There's something about it. That is the one place that I can admit that I like, you know, like early to mid October. Other than that, I don't like it in the north. Wow, my screen has gone back to looking like garbage. Wonder what's going on. A brand new issue. But yeah, Grace is going through another one of those growing up things right before summer. We've pretty much hit the 16s.
I'm not going to translate that, Nick. I'll let Rick see if he can figure it out.
Frame missing. Well, it does have something to do with like framing that one or something. Putting it in a picture frame. Guessing not. Andy gave that little movement like, nope. I have no idea then. Oh, okay. Do more? Really? That's what that is? Some of these things. I like. Good job. Let's frame that one better. Yeah, I changed up the way that my camera was plugged in. Using a totally different extender, and it appears to still be having this issue in Discord. How did my stream look yesterday? Was it fun?
I think so. I can't remember. I didn't see anything that needed commenting on.
Randy showed up and she asked if the nips were out. I could tell because it was pixelated, which had me going. So I was like, no, it isn't. I looked at it and it didn't seem pixelated.
Oh, Rick's threatening to remove his jersey.
Highs in the low 40s today.
I love it when you do things like that. Highs in the low 40s.
Highs. Yes. I'm warning people at my house because I don't want to hear about later how I was supposed to tell them. I don't know. I am the resident weatherman. I had never heard of Dubai chocolate until yesterday. Do you want to try some of that? The Dubai chocolate. It's on the kitchen table. Dubai chocolate. Do you even TikTok? I don't, and I know about it. But I did just find out about it yesterday. My coworker brought it, was like, ooh, I got a Dubai chocolate bar. I was like, cool, can I have some? And she was like, you don't know what it is? And I was like, nah. But it's chocolate, so sure. And then she let me know that it was a TikTok trend, popular thing, whatever. And I was like, oh. She was like, you should ask Grace. She wants some. And I said, okay. And of course she had heard about it. And she said, yeah, sure. I'll try it. Why not? She only had one. I hope so.
I'm pretty pleased at the moment because Casey's stock's been doing rather well this week. We went down a little bit yesterday, but
the Dubai chocolate stock.
I don't know. Maybe I should shift some stock into Dubai chocolate.
Yeah.
Hey there,
I could
Casey.
not read a single thing on that bar. It is all in Arabic, I'm guessing.
That's what Google translates for.
Yeah, I didn't bother. Yeah, she said she paid $20 for it at an Iraqi market. I was like, wow, $20. Jeepers. And then this morning, when I was watching the news, they were at like some local treats place, and they were making their own Dubai chocolate and showing us how to do it as well. And I was like, wow, it's one of those situations where I just have not heard of this thing, and all of a sudden I hear about it, and now it's just everywhere. But yeah, I have to say it was good, but if I see one, I'm not going to buy it.
Hey there, Randy. Crikey. Oh my, sorry, Randy.
Hey, Randy. Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't offend you then. I might have done, and I'm sorry if I did. I don't know what's going on in my head this morning.
Have you ever considered changing your
Really? I rarely know what's going on in my head most of the time. Well, you're Rick, Rock, Ick, Tick. What else have you been?
I think that's it. I haven't seen Rack yet.
Okay, well, we'll work on that one next. Alright, time to start pedaling again. Once my coffee stop's done. What you got going on this weekend, Randy?
Yes.
I've seen relics of kingdoms past and crowns of ancient kings. I've heard stories of distant lands, realms I long to reach.
I mean, it does have cool packaging, but I feel like $20 is a bit inflated. Maybe $9.99.
What is this outside, Randy? I've not experienced that in a long time. I can't remember.
The place
No,
where
it
you
is.
get a sunburn, and then your skin starts peeling afterwards.
Well, I know about that
I
bit.
now have this whole arm is peeling. It's almost done though. A week later.
Right.
Yeah, I did
Elton
that ride
England,
last
the
Thursday.
third, says Nick. So,
No, that's a
one of
perfect
my-
attempt to start, Randy.
I know I've
I know what you mean. But like, there's something about it when you know it's going to be a nice day and it's 59 out and you're riding. Oh, it feels so nice.
so one of my most embarrassing autocorrect fails was leading the Hoodie's entry on a Sunday, and a guy called Dirk was leaving about halfway through, so I typed "bye Dirk." Well, the autocorrect changed his name, so I said "bye Dork." We never saw Dirk again. Yes,
Randy,
Mel.
if it's 59 in the morning, then that means it's going to be a really warm day. So usually it feels a little warmer than 59. So I'll even go out without arm sleeves.
I'm on two wheels, Nick.
But I am also quite a... Yeah, I'm not into cold weather.
Thanks for liking the stream, Charlie.
Like, it's supposed to be nice next week, and I'm kind of questioning whether or not I'll ride outside because the low overnight is supposed to be 50 degrees. And I'm like, I don't know. Depends on what time it is when I leave, which will probably be, it'd probably be like 6 or 7 in the morning. So it'd still be pretty chilly.
Katie says your mail's late again.
Haha. Yeah. And I tried to sign up for the ebb this morning, 5 minutes before I pressed the button. I know I pressed it. And then it blinked, went away. And then it was
Oh,
like,
no.
hey, it's too late for you to join. Great, guys.
Aw.
Yay.
Yeah, I feel like I've had that happen to me a couple times. I've also had the
Yeah.
ones where it's like right at the time or a little after, and I'm trying to find it and it won't let me join.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to be there, but I guess life had other plans for me today. Said nope. Immediately after trying.
I don't feel like racing at the end. I felt pretty decent yesterday. I felt kind of tired again today.
CRO World Tour Chasing.
And my heart rate's high now. What's that all about? It was low earlier.
Not allowed to ride anything. Maybe it's invite only.
Man, the first year I got my Amanda, I was so excited to ride outside. I was riding in like the high 30s, low 40s. That's cold.
Nick's really dealing you some sass today, you know.
Haha, yeah. He's the one that's been MIA for 3 days.
Katie says sign up now for next week. It won't be in the calendar quite yet. Katie,
It won't, yeah.
yeah, it'll be midnight tonight. It'll regenerate. Now, the way that the event calendar works is they basically copy today's event and put it next week. So then I have to go in and edit it and change the route. Otherwise, it'll just be on the same route as today. And we all know next week is the last Friday of the month, so it's everybody's favourite. Autopia Hilly reverse, 2k race to the line. Downhill start. So Randy, you were being talked about a little earlier. Rick was telling us about nips out. Yamel's got his kind of covered up right now. I guess Rick's gone away to take his jersey off, so we might have nips out shortly.
What on my camera's not showing?
How did you know I was going to? I was actually
There we go.
Go to the bathroom and I was thinking, and blow my nose, and I was thinking, wow, it is hot. Maybe that's why my heart rate's so high.
You're lucky, it's cold down here.
Oh, it's cold out. I turned up the heat a little bit because it was the inside temp had dipped below 70. And so now I think it's the heat coming out making me hot. It is so cold here. It is insane. The high today was like, they said it was 45, but I saw on the map when they were showing like the timeline that at like afternoon, it was going to be 43 degrees. So I don't know where they got 45 from. But luckily most of the rain is going to swirl around this area, so we won't get all the rain. But it's like a total nor'easter going on up here. It's crazy. Without this, well, there's snow in the mountains. Mount Washington's getting snow right now, of course. And where all the ski areas are in western Maine, they're getting snow. Crazy fools. I don't know why anybody would want to live on a mountain in Maine. You have to really embrace the whole idea of, I don't want warm.
Yeah, I mean, they don't get rain at all there, because the rain in Maine stays mainly in the plain.
Exactly. It's just snow. Snow in May that's absurd, especially the end of May. I mean, come on, Memorial Day weekend coming up and they're getting snow. I would be like, yeah, no. Yep, nope, yep, nope. Mm-mm. Exactly, Randy. I don't understand it either. I'm down. That's the thing. Like, I don't care. I think the fact that everybody makes such a big deal is why I would have a reaction. Because I mean, like, if I was walking down the street and all of a sudden there's a lady, doing a jog with her top off, I would be like, whoa, did you just see that?
Well, I guess, Randy,
but if
I guess, Randy,
I wouldn't say anything.
Unless you're Rick, we get to hide ours in our chest hair.
Yes.
For me, I don't have any chest hair. I got scrabblies. I got one little dot right here, right above the nip. That's it.
Yeah, I have like a couple recent ones that are all like within the last couple years.
Yeah. I got like a whole 3 that showed up at 37.
Have you seen Randy's comment, Rick?
Yes. I'd like to say I wax, but nope. Actually, you know me. There's extra things like I barely shave my face. I shave my face just enough.
I don't shave at all, and this is all I got. So to add that to y'all's jokes, one day I'll become a real man. I didn't even have a beard until I was 35.
Oh yeah, same here. I was for sure a late bloomer. I think I'm just about finished. The fact that I'm getting all these new hairs, I'm like, okay, this could either be that I'm finally getting older, or it means now I'm starting to get old man hairs. I don't know. Smooth transition though. I have noticed like the ears get a little hairier now. I had never noticed that until one day we were at one of my wife's friend's house. She was getting her eyebrows waxed. And they were like,
nice one, Charlie.
They were like, you got to do it. Yeah, my whole life's been puberty, Charlie. and it's been scary
I'm
and
still
complicated
waiting
the
for
entire
Yeah. Yeah, that puberty thing, that'll warm your cockles.
Still dealing with the residual effects.
But yeah, then they were like, you should get your eyebrows waxed. And I'm like, what? I was like, well, it isn't gonna make anything that I have to start like taking care of, is it? And they were like, no, you'll be fine. So I go get it done. And then in the meantime, she's like over there working on my ears, like kind of like using a little buzzer thing. And I was like, what are you doing? She was like, oh, you got a little hair on your ears. I was like, oh, okay. And now every time I look in the mirror, when I'm taking care of any facial hairs, then I always look at my ears. Now it's on my mind. And I notice they do. They grow back pretty well.
I'm trying to decide, should I do my own category that's recommended for me, or should I go one up? What a hard decision.
And a nose hair. I have this one nose hair that's just, it's made of carbon strands, I think.
It just won't go away, huh?
Yeah, this thing, you gotta like really dig into it with the nose hair clipper thing.
Rick
You
grows
gotta really,
carbon
like,
fiber
you
in his
gotta
nostrils.
isolate it. You gotta isolate it. You gotta back it into a corner, and you gotta just get at it. And then finally it cuts.
That's when you just go get a tweezer and just pull the whole thing out.
I've
And
tried.
then two
This
grow
thing
back in
is-
its
I don't know.
place.
Oh,
This thing
yeah.
is.
That's why
Yes,
when you
everybody's
pull it, you
saying
gotta get
tweezers.
that whole root. Allow
Maybe
that
I gotta
root
give it
to
a
close
harder yank.
Yeah,
I've pulled
yeah,
it a few times.
yeah.
and
You
it's
gotta
like-
get that squeeze. Ah,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the tweezers end up losing grip of it, and like,
Yeah.
and then it just hurts. And,
then you gotta get the good tweezers that don't lose grip.
Yeah.
Sad to say there is a difference.
Considering there's like probably 50 tweezers scattered around my house.
Yeah, you gotta find a good one. Just go to your daughter's room. She knows where it is.
Yeah, she has all of them hidden
Yeah.
somewhere.
If it, depending on which daughter it is, if it's my younger, it's hidden in plain sight somewhere on the floor in a mountain of clutter. If it's my other daughter, good luck, because it's somewhere. It's somewhere hidden. And I already told y'all, my oldest daughter is complaining that the younger one is stealing all of her clothes. So she's thought of her clever way to hide the clothes, which is leaving them in a suitcase in the wrong room.
Yeah, I need to review it after Randy and see what set this off. It was probably me mentioning nips. Although technically Rick did mention them earlier than me.
Nips, 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 nips.
Actually, technically, Randy brought it up. She said I wax.
Yes, because I didn't start talking about my nips on my own.
Absolutely.
Is not totally off the table, but my problem is like tanning, right? I had never tanned before in my life. I did kind of think, because like Grace and Heidi, they were both going tanning before we went to Florida. I was like, that might be a good idea, but I never acted on it. And then Heidi took charge of it and said, all right, I set it up for you, and like brought me in there. And it's kind of how it has to be, because I just don't set up these things, and then it feels all awkward going into a place, you know. It's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, like, what's the proper way to do this, you know? Like, all right, you're gonna wax me, like, and then what if I'm like, well, this probably involves full nudity, and then they're like, sir, you know, I don't want that.
What you should do is watch that one movie. Oh God, it was a comedy movie. I cannot think of the name of it, but the guy was a you know what star, and the girl was a waxing expert, and she was
Yeah.
she saw a thing, and it was like whoa. that movie, my ex got me to watch it before it wasn't funny. I don't even know the actors' names for whatever it was. Oh, I can't even look it up. It's time to race.
Yeah, tanning bed. I don't know. I kind of liked it. It was, well, the first one I did, it didn't work properly. It only gave me 30 seconds of sun and then it shut off, but the timer was still going. And for all I know, that's normal. Like, I was like, oh, it must just be like a rest period and the real show's about to start, you know? Never did. And I came out like telling everybody about it. And it was like they weren't hearing me. I was just like, well, the light was on for 30 seconds. And then for the rest of it, the next, what, 3.5 minutes or whatever, it was dark. And then they're like, yeah, that bed will get you real dark. And I'm like, I don't think she's hearing me. I'm looking at my wife. She's just looking like whatever. And I'm like,
she doesn't care.
Okay.
She got what she needed.
Finally, I did
cares
get
if you had a good time.
Finally, I got a free tan out of it, or it wasn't free. I got my tan back.
Yeah. But then that means you got to buy another one to bring her back again.
But once it, well, no, I went by myself after that. I just needed to be shown. But the fact, am I actually going to keep going back? It's maybe in the winter. I don't know. We'll see. Because I do like the feeling of when that thing kicks on. It just, if you close your eyes and imagine that you're by a pool in somewhere nice. It feels just like it. It's pretty good.
Getting ready for the final 1K coming up in 900 meters time.
Next time I'm gonna show up with a Bahama Mama or something. You know, like, I'm gonna have a little tropical drink with an umbrella in it.
So we land. We get in the airport in the Dominican Republic, and there's this woman wearing pajama bottoms that have tropical islands and all over them, and I call, because we call pajamas jamamas here, because Faith could never say pajamas as a kid. They were always jamamas, so I call them Bahama jamamas. All right, coming up on the final 1K here. We will release the hounds in 200 meters. This course has got longer. It used to always be on that roundabout there. There we go. Eyes are off. Find Rick. There he is. There we go. We've got to release the Kraken. Time to go. We've even got a BMX bike going for it here. That's Jin. Stylova, Jin, Hooper, Sugita, Patty's up there, Charlie, and Rick, all making their way towards the finish line now. No one's really going for it yet. Jin is out front on his BMX bike. We're coming up on the switchback. Patty making her way to the front now on her Tron bike there. Rick is biding his time here. Now he's going for it. Rick's putting the power down. Past Patty. Pulling away on his Project 74, his banana butt bike. Charlie chasing him down, closing in ever so slowly here. Where's that finish line? Charlie's got him. Rick's seated again, standing, putting some final power down. There's 1 and 2.
Nice one, Charlie.
Nice work.
That was fun.
I mean, we know we've got 1 and 2 here. That's Charlie and Rick. We'll see who's 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Frame this in. Okay, I think I get it. It's like encouraging to do more, to frame this one.
There we have it. Sakita in 3rd, Wempe in 4th, and Patty making the cut in the overall leaderboard in 5th place.
That was crazy because I was like just stuck at 10 watts per kilo, and like I saw Charlie coming like behind me, and I saw him like pushing 1 watt per kilo more, and I'm like, all right, a little more, and they're just, all I could do was 10 for some reason. That was the limit. And I was like, okay, maybe if I just stay with the course, he won't catch. And then you said Project 74. And I was like, ooh, maybe the bike will help. But the inevitable happened that I knew was coming. Yeah, that was weird. I wonder why I couldn't get any more than 10.
I guess I've got to... Actually, I should switch bikes now. Or should I? No, I'll stay on this. I'm getting distance on this. Charlie says he's moist.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Katie's got that right. It was a good sprint. I'll finish this kilometre out then. Call it good at 36. Let's see where we are with upgrades then. For Doomy.
Oh, still trying to get back. Love you. Love your day. Ooh, man, my camera is just being wacky. What if this is the last of my camera? Thank you. Are you muted?
Me?
I can't hear you, Andy. Oh,
I'm
never mind,
here.
you're there. I thought I saw your mouth moving, but no sound.
Oh, I was laughing. Okay, let's have a look at upgrades.
Yeah.
Come on, bike, stop.
Might need to go check my settings just to see what exactly there is going on. Maybe
I'm
something
gonna have to
changed.
ride to finish another kilometre at this rate.
I'm getting a warning at the top that your camera is sending at a low frame rate. This may be caused by high system load. My system should
All right,
be
Katie.
more loaded than it usually is.
All right, let's have a look here. Yeah, how far we've got to go. We've done 117 of 440, so that's nearly 120. 20. So 320 kilometers to go on the Dogma to max it out. I just bought the Synapse yesterday because that's a low upgrade Cannondale. I want to get the rollerblade bike, so that would be the first and easiest Cannondale bike to max out, so I can get the rollerblade bike. Zwift TT, we're about halfway on that, so a couple of times up the Alp on the Zwift TT bike, I'll have that maxed out. I've got the mountain bike maxed. And
fixed
then
Kind of.
the handbike. Yeah, that's an improvement, Rick.
It's still
I'm on.
kind of a slow frame rate, but
Another 50k on the
but
handbike.
it's,
Level 4.
I turned hardware acceleration off, and now I turned it back on. Had it off for a while too.
Oh, get. Oh, what's going on behind my green screen? There's all kind of things falling down. I'm going to investigate. Yolanda's up. All right, people. Oh, you're streaming, aren't you, Email? We'll give you a raid here. Let's stream. I should be able to type your name by now, Email. Didn't know it off by heart. I should have get a macro or something that I can just hit a function key and raid you. I'm going to say thank you to everyone for joining me this morning. Rick and Mel as well. Everybody on Twitch will raid Yamel because it looks like he is going for it right now. So Yamel is here. This is just for you, Yamel.
Give me my jersey.
No, I'm nowhere near. I'm sucking. I'm out the back.
So, all right, we'll give Yamel a raid so you can go over there and give him some support. Until then,
Too late. I sucked already.
Until then, take care. Have a great weekend, everybody. Here comes a raid. Those on Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to say thank you for joining me, and we'll see you guys again soon. Stream coming down. Bye for now.
I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to